What it is, what it do. Mr. SLB, Scotty the Barbarian. They call me that because I'm Barbarian. If you comment on my pigtails, you gay. Nah. But I watched 3 battles. We'll do battle rap. Watched 3 battles yesterday. We'll do quick review. Quick review. Arsonal versus Danny Myers. Ttop versus Eazy the Block Captain. JC versus Ryda. We're gonna start with Arsonal versus Danny. This is the easiest one. 3-0. Simply 3-0. Danny Myers, all 3 rounds. Arsonal wasn't really saying shit. Like, I personally feel like Danny shook that nigga in the first round, and that's why like halfway through Arsonal's first round, it seemed like he was just freestyling some random shit. Because I think he was just freestyling some random shit. I think Danny took that nigga off a train of thought, and he couldn't finish his route. Also, I don't give a fuck how good y'all roll blunts. You know, there's always some nigga in the comment section, I'll roll a bigger blunt than that. This is what I want to smoke. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, Danny was wigging. Oh my goodness. Danny was talking to that man. He was bar after bar, talking to that man, sunning that nigga like second easiest. Not as easy as that one, but JC versus Ryda. JC 2-1. I was like JC 2-1. I gave Ryda the first. And then I gave JC the second and the third. I gave Ryda that edge in the first. Not really an edge. It wasn't like a clear, like he supremely took that, but he took it. JC, he had some shit, but it was like he was taking kind of a little too long to get to what he was trying to say at times in the first. And then like in the second, he was just, and then the third, JC being the same in the second. So I said 2-1 JC. But it was debatable in the sense, like, I could kind of understand people saying 2-1 the other way, but I believe I gave JC the second clearly. Then I think Eazy the second or the third. That was one of the only clear rounds because everything else was kind of debatable. They was wigging. But JC just had more. He edged one, and then he had a clear other one to me. So Ttop versus Eazy, the Block Captain. And though I said the other ones were pretty easy, this one was actually pretty easy for me. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. I don't know what people talking about. Ttop 2-1. I gave Eazy the third by an edge, like, but I'm sorry, like that nigga. Ttop was from the start, like, I mean, his like first like 3-4 bars of like this first and second round were kind of like, but it was like literally not even bars, like the first 3 lines, like how, you know, he slowly gets into the intro to that first bar they want to land. It was like the first 3 lines while he's cooking that line up, you know, it was kind of like, what is he going for? I don't know. But they kind of landed to me, so I still fucked with them, you know what I mean? So, I don't got the tail in the back because my last rubber band broke and I don't feel like going in the house and getting another one right now. But yeah, Danny versus Arsonal. Danny took that 3-0. To me, clear. I mean, if you want to debate it, but there's no debatable win. You can debate a round, maybe the third. Maybe the third. And I think that was about it. I'm sorry, there's no round of debate. Danny was just wigging. Arsonal didn't meet that level. He had some decent shit every now and then, but no. Danny was consistent all 3 fucking rounds. Like, oh my goodness. Same thing with JC and Ryda. That was a crazy one. That's a hard one. The reason why that one's a little bit harder because they were also both consistent all 3 rounds. I think that's actually probably the hardest one. I did it wrong. Whatever. That's probably the hardest one to call because they both pretty much was wigging all 3 rounds too. It's just JC was wigging more, in my opinion, the second and the third. And then Eazy and Ttop. Ttop was just too much. Now, Eazy started like, and I get what he was doing. He was trying to have like a little talk angle to him, but it's like, as I was listening to it, it was nothing like this is the thing that I don't get with people. Like, oh no, okay, we get the whole overdone bars, overused bars, but there are ways to bring new aspects and new angles to shit. So like, if you can say something that somebody, not necessarily say something that somebody said, but use like a reference or an angle that somebody said and do it fucking better, like, okay, do that shit. Like, I'm tired of hearing old references, old bars. Like, if it don't sound different, if it don't sound new, then don't do that shit. And to me, Eazy had a lot of like, you know what I mean? Like, Ttop had some too. I'm not about to take it from him, but he had more like substance in his rounds as far as like what he was talking about. Like, I think Eazy was just everywhere while he was trying to just talk to him, but it wasn't like it looked like he just picked one specific thing and just talk to him about that shit. He's like, he tried to talk to him about this, and try to talk to him about that, and try to talk to him about that, and try to talk to him about that. And it's kind of just like, okay, well, in the end, nigga, what are you talking about? Like, we need, like, you kind of just, you know what I mean? And to me, his bars just wasn't landing. He had some shit in the first and the second, which is not enough. Like, first and second, Ttop was going in. His third, though, he talked to Ttop in the third. I felt like he was more, you know, was more put together as far as like where he wanted to go. I guess maybe that was like his final touches in the whole. Maybe I gotta watch it again and see how what he was trying to really talk about through the whole 3 rounds collectively. Maybe they just all meant one thing. But first watch, I got Ttop 2-1-3-0. If you want to say 2-1, Ttop with Eazy in the third. I feel that. And then I guess they probably could debate like the second. Maybe people would debate the second and going Eazy 2-1. But I think that first was clear. I think Ttop had too much in the first. I think he had too much in the second too. But you know, call it how you call it, whatever. It's all opinionated anyway. I'm just stating my opinion. Yeah, that's just how it ends. It's the way the cookie crumbles. I didn't finish my blunt. I stopped smoking it.